The flame, please bring forward the Christ candle. You see a green light back there?
Yes.
Yeah. Namaste.
Good morning. Beloved of God, right where you are at this moment, the light of Spirit shines through you. Infinitely loved by God, you are the light of the world. I'm Bernie, and I welcome you to Unity Spiritual Center of Waco this morning. And just as a reminder, if you haven't already done so, to please silence your cell phones. Please stand as you are able and join in our congregational singing.
I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. If you ask me who am I am wisdom, I am light. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. If you ask me what am I am beauty, I am joy, I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. The thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. Dance break. Alright, here we go. Coming back in. I can choose to be the light that brightens someone's darkest night. I'm so much more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life.
Let us say together our statement of truth, which is on the screen. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. We are a beacon of love and light for those who need this spiritual right now. Let's say together our vision, mission, and our core value for today. Our vision: to awaken an awareness of spirit in our lives through my application of ancient wisdom. Our mission: raise consciousness, transform lives, heal the planet, one person at a time, beginning with me. And our core value for today is gratitude. We appreciate and celebrate the fullness of life that flows through us, through God, our instant, constant, and abundant source. Now for the daily word.
The daily word for today, October 15th, is generous. I am securely in the flow of prosperity when I receive graciously and gratefully and share my abundance generously. Whatever I share with a loving, giving heart blesses me as much as it blesses the one who receives it. Each time I share of my supply, I'm demonstrating my trust that I will always have what I need. When I share of myself, I am living my faith that I am a divine being empowered with limitless supply of divine ideas. The richness of an abundant universe flows through me. Knowing this, I don't hesitate to be generous so others will know the abundance of the world as I know it. Through my giving, may they also know the blessings of the awesome power and grace of God as they bless me daily. And from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit that is from God, so that we may understand the gifts bestowed on us by God. Our affirmation for today, I'll say it and then we'll all say it together. The abundance of the world flows through me. The abundance of the world flows through me.
Thank you, Lucinda, and thank you, Penny. And thank you for everyone for being here. It's a nice crowd today. I like that. And besides that, it's nice weather. It's not 100 degrees. So this is a time in our service when we have an opportunity to come together, to greet one another, to say hi, shake hands, give a hug, or whatever is appropriate for you. And we especially want to thank you for joining us out there through the ethers, and know that you are part of this service, and we appreciate you being with us, and our thoughts are with you. So let's do that now.
Step Everyone can remain seated for our second congregational song. And today, so do I get to. Don't play it. I have every microphone for that. Okay. Today we're singing Namaste.
Ready?
Oh, that's right, she's doing that.
The divine in me reads the divine in you, and I see you in the flow of life. The divine in me reads the divine in you. And I see you in the flow of life. The divine in me reads the divine in you. And I see you in the flow of life. The divine in me reads the divine in you, and I see you in the flow of life.
Thank you, Lucinda. And namaste to all of you. What a wonderful song that is. What a day. We've got great weather. I had a great time yesterday. Got to go ride motorcycles with some good friends, have a good time. And it's just shaping up to be just a great month, great time of year. The weather's moderated. It's not cold yet. Everybody's having fun. So as we come together, I'd like to tell each of you good morning. And most of you know I'm Reverend Don, and it is a pleasure to welcome all of you here this morning to Unity Spiritual Center today. Together we affirm and celebrate our unity, our oneness with each other, our oneness with all that is, and our oneness in God. Your presence is essential, for it is a unique aspect of the energy that is Unity Spiritual Center right here and right now, and we know that none of us are here by accident or coincidence. Unity is a New Thought denomination, yet New Thought is nothing new to the world. It is in reality a synthesis of the greatest concepts from the minds and spirits of humankind across the ages. The laws of Moses, the love of Christ, the ethics of Buddha, morals of Confucius, the 5 pillars of Islam, and the deep spiritual realization of the Hindus all find an exalted place in the philosophy that is unity. In unity, we believe that all people are created with sacred worth, regardless of ethnicity, culture, sexual orientation, or creed, and we know that neither God nor unity leaves anyone out. So as we open our service today, let's do so with prayer. So right where you are, just kind of sit and relax. Take a deep breath. Infinite presence, dear loving Spirit, we come together today to honor the Spirit that is God. We come together today to open our minds, to open our hearts, and allow your presence to guide us in our journey. We come together to realize that as we face things, not only today, but throughout the week and the time ahead, whether adventures or obstacles, to look beyond what is going on if it's a challenge and see your presence, your truth. See this as an opportunity to help us to grow, to learn, to be. And as we look out into the world today and we see strife, we see conflict, we look beyond that to see the truth of people. We see your presence surrounding these people in need, these people fighting. We see the light of God shining upon them, helping to bring about peace, helping to soften hearts to work together for the common good, knowing that each of us are an expression of the light that is God. We hold all people in this light, knowing that each one of us makes a difference. So we say thank you, God, for all of the blessings in our lives, and see all people blessed with your presence. What an amazing world we live in. Let us all work together to bring about peace. We see your light, your love, your healing power surrounding the people who are in need of that at this time, those who have asked for prayer. When the disciples asked, how should we pray? Jesus gave them the Lord's Prayer, which we say together now as translated from the Aramaic, the language that Jesus spoke. Together, infinite presence, which is everywhere. Your name is sacred. Your kingdom is come. Your will is throughout the earth, even as it is throughout the universe. You give us our needful bread from day to day, and you forgive our offenses, even as we forgive our offenders. And you let us not enter into materialism, but you separate us from error. Because yours are the kingdom, the power, and the song, and the praise, from all ages, throughout all ages, sealed in faith, trust, and truth. Amen. Each of us is the light and love of God, spiritual beings having a human experience. You are God's beloved, and we embrace you today. Okay. Yeah, we do have the kids here today. Getting forgetful here in my old age. If the kids would like to come on up. Not only these kids, but all children. So let's just rub our hands together, get some nice warm energy going, and say, children, we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you just the way you are. Thank you. She didn't give me one.
Well, good morning, everybody. Weeks since I've been here, I'm so happy to be back and see everybody. Oh, doesn't require an applause, but thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll never turn it down. So this week we're talking about forgiveness. It's called I Forgive You. And I just have this little story to tell. So when I was in high school, I had a really good friend. His name was Charlie. And we got into a big tiff one day, and I said some really unkind things, the way you only can when you're 14, And we, had a little rift about it for a little while, and then we got over it and we came back together. But for years, every time I thought of it, it just, I just said some terrible things. Well, a few years ago, when I was living in New York for about 6 months, there was a group of us from high school that had the opportunity to kind of have a little mini reunion. We went to brunch with a capital B. It's what they do in New York. And Charlie was among the group, and he actually ended up sitting across from me. And we were just talking, and sort of naturally it came up, and I said, Charlie, every time I think about that, I just feel so awful, and I'm so, so sorry for the things I said. And he looked at me, and he goes, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. And so I was like, oh, okay. So he forgave me immediately, moved on, and forgot about it. Meanwhile, I had held on to it for 20-something years. This thing that I said when I was 14, And so I know that, it's talking about I forgive you, but I think it also goes for ourselves as well. Forgiving yourself also frees you in a lot of ways. And so this song that I've sung it before, but I just thought it was such a fantastic, fit for this topic today. And it's called What I Hold On To. And I just love it. It's so upbeat and fun. So I hope you enjoy it. I held my hurts close to my heart. I watered them with tears and held myself apart, nursing old wounds every day. Always surprised they never went away. Told the same old stories to everyone I'd meet, till even I was sick of hearing who did what to me. With the hard-earned wisdom I have now, I wouldn't do again what my old self would allow. What I hold on to holds on to me. Resentments I carry won't let me be free. My new religion is live and let be. What I hold on to holds on to me. Letting go of all the shame and heartache, now I see I'm getting closer to a new, more peaceful me. I'm holding on to what I want to keep. I feel lighter, I sleep better, it's love that's holding me. What I hold on to holds What I hold on to holds on to me. Now I can stand back and see the past is the past, but the future's up to me. What I hold on to holds on to me. Resentments I carry won't let me be free. My new religion is live and let be. What I hold on to holds on to me. What I hold on to holds on to me.
What a beautiful song, and so relevant for today's talk. Thank you, Lucinda. Beautiful voices always, always. Today's talk, I forgive you. But before we get into the talk, I was wanting to go over a couple of definitions in the book, The Revealing Word by Charles Fillmore, one of our co-founders. Two words I find very relevant and very meaningful. The first one is love. If I can find the beginning, there it is. The pure essence of being that binds together the whole human family. Of all the attributes of God, love is undoubtedly the most beautiful. In divine mind, love is the power that joins and binds in divine harmony the universe and everything in it. The other one I wanted to look at is today's talk, forgiveness. A process of giving up the false for the true. Going to take me a minute here. I'm not wearing glasses. Still trying to avoid that. Erasing sin and error from the mind and body. It is closely related to repentance, they say. No, I don't want those glasses, ladies. Somebody's being cute back there today. It is through forgiveness that true spiritual healing is accomplished. Forgiveness removes the error of the mind, and bodily harmony results in consciousness with divine love. Today's talk, I forgive you. Three very important words. I don't think it's those three that are most important, but the words I like to think of are I love you. When we say I love you, we're saying I accept you. In a spiritual sense, we're saying I see the truth of who you are. An expression of God, expression of love. But even in the ego sense, in the physical sense, when we say I love you, it's saying I accept you with your pimples, your habits I sometimes might disagree with. Whatever it is, when I love you, I'm releasing you to be who you are. To be your truth, knowing you are where you need to be in your journey in this life. And I allow that to come about. See you surrounded in light and love to bring that about. As we talk today about I forgive you, our subject, It reminds me, I saw a story. It came from the book written by Charles Flood, Lee, The Latter Years. It was about Robert E. Lee. After the war, he went to a plantation, and there was a lady there that owned it, and he was talking to her. She took him out in front of her big mansion, and there was an oak tree, or what used to be an oak tree. It was shattered. The branches broke off, just this trunk left there, damaged, dead. And she says, "That is what the Northern Artillery did to my beautiful tree. Look what they did." She was waiting for him to agree with her, condemn him, say something negative about it. And he stood there in silence for a minute, and he said, "Madam, you need to cut it down. Get rid of it." He says, "What happened is in the past. It's gone. As long as you're holding on to that, you're not going to be able to move forward and have a happy life, a productive life. Cut it down and let it go." As we look at that, don't you look at your life, other people? What we hold on to, as Lucinda just said, is what shapes who I am. We don't want to do that. No. Let go of the things that have hurt you, of the people who've hurt you, the incidents, things that have left a scar, sometimes physically, emotionally. Let go of what's holding you back from living that life that you can live, living that life that makes you just smile at the world. It's like today. What a beautiful day this is. Perfect weather. Live that life. Let go of your limitations. Let go of what holds you back. And be your truth. Love. There was two men that were walking in the desert. Two friends. And as they walked along, they got in a discussion that turned into an argument. Got rather heated. One of the friends reached over and slapped his friend right across the face. The friend was there and he stood there for a minute and kind of looked at him. And then he knelt down in the ground and he wrote there in the sand, "My friend has hurt me." And he stood up for a minute and then he continued to walk. They walked for quite a while. Came to an oasis. Had nice clear water. It was cool. They looked at the water and said, "This is a chance for us to refresh ourselves." So they jumped in and went for a swim in the water to cool down, get clean. Well, the one friend who had been slapped ended up down towards one end of the pool, and he got stuck down in the muck and whatever in the bottom of the pond and was being pulled down, getting ready to drown. And his other friend pulled him out, saved his life, got him out of the water. And once he got his act back together, he looked around and he reached and he got a little stone and got something and he scratched on this stone. "My friend has saved my life." Well, his friend looked at him and says, "I'm not sure I understand what you're doing." He says, "Back before, when I slapped you, you wrote in the sand, 'My friend has hurt me.' Now you're scratching on this rock. 'My friend has saved my life.' What's with that?" He said, "I wrote it in the sand so the winds of time could blow it away, erase it. This is something that empowers me. Makes my life stronger, makes my life better, something to learn from. I scratch it on the stone. This I'll keep." We have a choice in our life. What is it we want to hold on to? What is it that makes a difference in our life? Do you want to hold on to that hurt? Or do you want to bring something into your life to enrich who you are? Something to remember that makes you stronger, makes you better, We've all been hurt at different times. I have. But do I want to allow that to be a scar? Something that drags me down, holds on to me? Or do I want to look at it, maybe even open it up, examine it, and allow it to heal, to go away, to help me be a better person? It's my choice, just like each of you. Choose wisely as you live your life. Life is always about choosing, learning, and growing. Like we like to say, it's not a destination, it's a journey, and each step, each adventure, each challenge we take is up to us on how we're going to look at it, how we're going to hold on to it, and how we're going to allow it to shape us. There was once a young boy, Johnny, went to stay with his grandparents out in the country, had a great time, looking for something to do. Well, his grandfather gave him a slingshot. Said, go have fun with it. Well, he went out in the woods with his slingshot and got some little rocks and was trying to hit targets, trying to hit a squirrel, trying to hit anything. He was pretty bad at it. He never hit what he was trying to hit. So he headed back up to the farmhouse, kind of giving up, and on his way he looked, got a stone, and he looked over and he saw his grandma's favorite goose. Oh, what the heck. Threw a stone in and rapped. Square in the head he got him. Fell over dead. Oh, God, now what do I do? So he runs over and he looks, grabs this, and he hid it behind the wood pile. And then he looks around and he saw his sister Sally. Didn't say a word. She just sat there looking at him. Well, he went back in the house. They were eating dinner. After dinner, Grandma got up and says, well, I need Sally to come help me do the dishes and clean up and stuff. And Sally just smiled and said, it's okay. Johnny said he wanted to do it. And then she kind of whispered at Johnny, saying, remember the duck? Johnny said, yeah, I'd like to do the dishes. Well, after they got that all done, Grandpa said, tomorrow morning I think we're going to go fishing. I'm going to take the kids to go fishing. It ought to be fun. And Grandma said, well, I need Sally to stay with me. I'm doing some baking and some cleaning in the house, and I can use the help, and I need her to stay. She said, well, I'd love to, but Johnny said he really wanted to do some work around the house. Remember the duck? I'd love to stay with Grandma, yeah. Well, this went on for a few days. And finally, Johnny just couldn't take this anymore, doing his chores and her chores. So he went to his grandma and he says, Grandma, I got to admit, I killed your duck. I hid it behind the wood pile. I hope you'll forgive me. And she says, Johnny, I was standing at the window and I saw the whole thing and I forgave you right then. I was just wondering how long you were going to let Sally keep you as a slave. We all need to forgive, to let things go. Always. It's our choice how we live our life, how we hold on to this and let go of that. Choose wisely as you live your life. Be that person that people look for, that's always that bright light. We're in a world right now with a lot of conflict, a lot of things we can't change. We've been hurt by people, by events. We see things going on. But it's up to us to choose how we're going to look at it. You take a war going on. People are getting hurt, dying. We like to send love, like to send the presence of God. And we do what we can to make a difference. But it's up to us on whether we're going to allow that to affect how we live our life. When you see things wrong in the world, make a difference. People need to be responsible for what they do, the actions they take. But it's up to me not to allow that to affect how I live my life. When we look at negativity, if we hold on to it, allow that to make a difference in how we look at life, we're tying ourselves to that event, that negative energy, with a thread or a cord that's stronger than steel. It's affecting us. Do we want to allow that to pull us down to the level of what that is, that person, that event? Or do we want to see it for what it is and still be that beacon of light, that beacon of love? There is bad things in the world, but do I want to be a part of that? I want to hold people accountable when they do wrong, yes, but I don't want to allow myself to be drugged down to their level, or as Doug would say, dragged down to their level. We each need to be a beacon of love, a beacon of light. Another story, there was a man that went to the pet store and he wanted a pet. He was kind of lonesome and didn't know what to do. He looked around and he saw a parrot that talked. He said, I think I'll get this parrot. So he got this parrot and took it home, looking forward to hearing him talk, companionship, and didn't work out quite right. The parrot was just a nuisance, squawking all the time, even cussed at him, putting him down, just being the opposite of anything he hoped for. Didn't know what to do with this parrot. Finally, one day he threw up his hands, grabbed the parrot, and threw him in the freezer, closed the door. He could hear the parrot in there squawking, just raising heck, carrying on. Went on for a couple of minutes. Got just dead silence. He wondered, well, did I kill him? What happened? So he went and he opened the freezer and the parrot hopped out and he said, I realize that I've been bad. I've been doing what I shouldn't do. Can you forgive me? And the man kind of looked at him like, well, okay, I can forgive you. Maybe things will get better. And the parrot said, well, can I ask you just one question? What did that chicken do? Anyway, forgiveness. We all need to let go of things that hold us back, whether it's fear or... And as I leave you today, there's something I also want to talk about. Make sure I get this right. If you're mad about people getting forgiveness without earning it, boy, do I have a story for you. It's about Jesus, who we look up to, who we look to for an example of how to live our life. When he was looked down on, when he was imprisoned, when he was, all of the stuff that went on with him, when he was even in the last of his life, being persecuted, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. How could we do anything less than live that life through love? Thank you. So let's take that now into a time of meditation. So right where you are, just set back, Relax and close your eyes. Just take a deep breath, just slowly breathing in that light, that love that is God. Breathing it in, allowing it to flow into your heart and flow out to every cell of your body, energizing you, filling you. Slowly breathing in, breathing out, and as you breathe out those negative feelings that hold you back from your truth, your light. And realize just how great you truly are. What a loving expression of God, just right there within you. Let's just spend a few moments now and let our light shine. Let it grow, let it be bright. You are the light of God. Now as we prepare to come back to this place, to this time, let us just take one last deep breath and say, I forgive you, and I love you, and so it is.
If you are here for the first time, you have received a packet of information about Unity and about our church. Please know that we welcome and bless you. We invite you to join us for coffee, snacks, and conversation in the fellowship hall after the service. This is the time in our service when we have an opportunity to give back to Spirit through our offerings and our tithes. We give in love and gratitude for our own prosperity in its many forms, which comes to us through God, our instant, constant, and abundant source. If today is your first visit, we would like to honor and acknowledge that you are a blessing to us and that your presence here today is your gift to this ministry. You are not expected to participate in the offering. Will the ushers please come forward? We invite you to hold your offering in your hand and as we say the offertory blessing together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all of the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive, and I am grateful.
Would the ushers please come forward? And please join me as we bless this offering.
My gift goes forth on the wings of love, and it lands where it can heal and bless. It returns to me, multiplied a thousandfold, as the universe says yes, yes, as the universe says yes.
Circle up. Might as well. Thank you. Here, I'll let you stand by her. You're the one she likes to hug.
Maybe that's why. No hugs. No hands.
Okay, let's say our prosperity affirmation together. We affirm the continued growth and prosperity of Unity Spiritual Center of Waco, and we are grateful. And our prayer for protection, the light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
You are the light of God. Let the church say, Amen. Amen.
Oh,
I am grateful to have the realizations of truth. Glad to be back and be able to do this. As a reminder also, we have our October birthdays to celebrate today with a special cake downstairs. Doug, it's a family affair. Doug and Lucinda, October.
okay, can I do the thing now? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's because my mom, she taught me.